one day, tinawagan ako ni Erwin Romulo. Tapos he explained to me what David and him parang sort of cooked up in their crazy heads, which was basically yun nga, bring back Ringo to the Philippines. It was almost 49 years ago today that the Beatles came to play in the Philippines. On July 4, 1966, the band was booked to play 2 shows at the Rizal Stadium, and the ticket cost 50 pesos. Back then, that was unheard of. This was surely going to be the biggest happening of the year, something that would be remembered for years to come. John, Paul, George, and Ringo stayed here at the Manila Hotel in these exact rooms.
After I had that meeting with Erwin, I met the general manager of the Manila Hotel, and just by chance somewhere, and he said, well, I told him, because I've been doing my research on the whole thing, and in one of these articles, which you can find online, there is a mention of the room number, the suite number where the Beatles stayed in the Manila Hotel in 1966. So I thought, okay, is it still the same room? Is it still there? Wouldn't it be cool to stay in that place? And I said, book the same rooms that the Beatles had, and use those rooms to shoot a video with Ellie, apart from kind of having a weekend away. Yeah, it was actually the day before my birthday, and so we decided to do that, and it all kind of went from there. The manager was very, did some research as well in the hotel. We found that the room number that the Beatles had, which was used to be I think 404, 405, something like that. The room numbers had all changed when the new wing of the Manila Hotel was built. So tracked down which rooms they were, so we were able to book that. And we had Ellie staying there as well in one of the rooms. So took over at the end of the 4th floor somewhere. And so we looked back, we were looking back at the Beatles. Obviously we're big Beatles fans here, and we had always thought about this visit, 1966 visit, where it was so uncharacteristic of us as a country, of the people, that these visitors would come and that they would have such a bad exit.
An angry mob had gathered at the lobby waiting for them to arrive. The Beatles were chased, spat on, and booed as they raced through the airport. Paul would later say that the moment they got on the plane, they were kissing their seats. After an agonizing 30 minutes, they finally fly off to New Delhi, leaving behind most of their earnings for the shows. They also promised never to return to the Philippines. Kasi David, who is also a huge Beatles fan, saw the opportunity in Ringo's new campaign, which was his album is called Postcards from Paradise, and I think that lit up something in David's head.
So I mentioned this to my friend Erwin Romulo, who is the editor of Esquire, and he said, "Oh, that's interesting. I've always, he's quite into music as well, and he thought, this is something that they would be interested in." And so we thought, okay, who else can we get to collaborate with us? And he worked with Buendia, so got Ellie on board. Ellie's always been a big Beatles fan, so he agreed to work with us on this. And actually, I think the confusion came because at the time after we had launched it and after they kindly hosted an event, I suppose, where we could share these things. That was in the so therefore, some people thought it was an official campaign, but really it is very much an unofficial campaign that has been supported, has now been supported by this. At the moment, it's more kind of moral support, and I think that's also suits everyone, because we don't know where this is going to go. It may you know, he may decide not to come, he may never even reply. But we'd like to at least make the effort. And we think it's appropriate that it comes from a group of people, musicians, non-musicians, but just people like you and me who get reminded of the past, read about the past and think that's something we should really try to fix. We looked at all that and together we produced a short video which lets people know about the problem, lets people know what happened, and then gives you something to do, which is that if you want to try and put this right, then the first step will be let's all send Ringo postcards from paradise, postcards from the Philippines. Show him that there's more to it than he saw in 1966, and that it would be a great time to come back. Planning to do next is put together a video of all of the support up to date, and then actually send it to Ringo. That's our next step. Is we'll send him through our contacts in the US. We'll extend a formal invitation with some assurance. I think that things will be different this time because there are a lot of people who wish him only peace and love and would love to see him back. So that's really where we are now.
I want you to join me. Let's all send Ringo postcards from paradise. We didn't get a very good picture the last time he was here. And maybe, just maybe, we can all work it out to bring him back.